Who is Mr. Brookhaven? What is he hiding? What does he know about secret agencies? This is the Brookhaven Theory Part 1. Hey gags, I'm back with something so crazy. This is my take on Mr. Brookhaven and the theory behind his creation. This is the first of many parts to this series, so stay tuned and make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any new updates. So I've been here before, so I know what to expect, but if you didn't know, if you go to the church and you go over here to where it says funeral, you can click it. And if you go inside the casket, you will see something insane. So with this piece of information, we can keep collecting more evidence for our theory. So now I'm headed to the movie theaters because I heard a while back that you can actually watch a film about his life. So it turns out I need a code to watch his specific film. So now I'm going to search for that code. I made it to Mr. Brookhaven's house that is abandoned but holds a lot of secrets. This place looks oddly familiar, but I found the code we needed. I found something else. A letter.
Madison, I apologize for leaving, but was necessary to prevent the agency from harnessing the full power of the crystal. They will have to experiment now, so Redriver has been enacted. Avoid the agency at all costs.
Wow, so that letter has helped this whole theory out. So with all this brand new information, we know that Mr. Brookhaven was able to get his hands on some kind of power crystal as he describes it in the letter. He's also hiding it from the agency so they don't find the crystal and experiment on it. But anyways, now that we have our code, we now have access to the film, so let's go watch it. So now we can visually see what happened, even though we know what happened from the letter. This really shows what the crystals looks like and possibly some hint to solving some mysteries. So now all we have to do is find some more clues. I found this secret room that is being ran by the agency that Mr. Brookhaven doesn't trust. There is so much to unpack here. I'm not really sure what I'm looking at, but I know that this helps us find out the agency's secrets. I'm going to take this time to search the place and try to figure out anything that can help our theory. So I feel like the agency is somehow connected or collaborating with the police force. It just makes sense. So I'm going to check this department. I'm starting with the security cameras to see if the police force is doing something sus or knows something we don't. I found nothing helpful, but I remember that you can actually get a key card from the vent, so let's go there. So I made it to the secret spot above the police department, but I saw this picture and the big question is, who is this? I'm definitely going to have to do a follow-up video and come back to this. But in the meantime, I need to get that key card to our mystery location. So now that I have the key card, we can now see what this card is used for. After a very long search around Brookhaven, I found that this card actually opens an electric room. After trying every password, I wanted to give up, but then I realized that the code could have been in our face the whole time. This might have been a little extra, and I'm probably digging too deep into this, but I used the note and took the uppercase letters and tried to make a code, even going as far as using a word scramble generator to make a code. Obviously, you can see I went deep into this theory. I found nothing, so I decided to take a break. But then I remembered that I could just use words that correlates to the overall story of Mr. Brookhaven, even using the names of the creators of this overall game. So I switched over to my phone and got to work. I found out the password literally as I stopped screen recording. I cracked the code. So basically it's your username. Exactly how your username is wrote, you have to type that in that exact way. So I went back to the agency room, and honestly, if I'm going to be honest, I found nothing, so I'm definitely going to go back to that. Y'all, I found something so freaky and a secret that the agency has been hiding. On top of the hospital is some kind of experimental room, and it holds some really dark stuff in here. Mr. Brookhaven knows the things the agency does. There's some kind of quarantine capsule. This one had some kind of zombie in it with green goo. That's all that I have for this episode, but guys, there's so much other clues and hidden secrets I found, so please stay tuned because this gets so spooky.